In today's video, I'm having a proper look at this. It's the Viofo A229 Pro dashcam. A dual camera setup I've been using here in my camper van for the past 4 weeks. I'm going to be showing you what it's capable of, how to install it, and most importantly, is it worth the money?
Now, this video isn't sponsored. They haven't paid me to do this. I was looking for a dashcam for Jerry, the camper van anyway, and when these guys reached out and said, hey, here's a free dashcam, give us a review. So here's my honest thoughts and opinions of this dashcam and all of its features. Welcome to Heartland, North Devon, where I've literally just finished a 2-week road trip with one of my boys, and we've secretly been testing this name, which I can't pronounce, but more importantly, the A229 Plus. The camera itself up front boasts a 140-degree field of view, which is wide enough to capture everything, yet you don't get the weird fisheye effect, which I will demonstrate by using this lens here. Now, if I turn my tripod into the world's longest selfie stick and put it next to where the dashcam is, you can see the difference. So yeah, you don't have to worry about it being distorted, basically. Now with the other lens back on, we're back to normality. Anyway, getting to the actual meat of the camera. Now it's got all this stuff you'd usually expect from a camera of this caliber. It's got 2K footage, front and rear, obviously super high dynamic range, all powered by a Sony STARVIS 2 sensor. If you don't understand camera stuff, I'll explain.
Now, I did a pretty bad job of explaining this, so I'm just going to do it again, but with a voiceover. So take this shot here when we lost the ticket to the ferry. Notice how you can still see the detail of inside the shed and also see the detail outside. Typically, with cheaper cameras, it would be completely blown out like this. Similarly, if we go to the back camera, for the same example, you can see that it's a really bright day, yet the camera doesn't struggle to capture all the detail in the shadows and the highlights. That is a prime example of good dynamic range. In summary, you get a clearer, more balanced video where details aren't lost in extreme lights or shadows. Now, what about this Sony STARVIS 2 sensor? It's basically a backlit sensor that Sony made designed for security cameras and dash cams and similar applications. Meaning the sensor helps capture number plates, people, obstacles clearly, whether it's day or night.
And actually, whilst we're on the topic of the camera itself and night driving, I just want to talk about that for a second, because pretty much all of the footage we've got from this thing at night, it's clean, it's crisp.
So anyways, moving on.
What happens if someone crashes into you and you're not there? How do you know that you've been hit, apart from the big scrape on the side of your car? Well, this thing actually has G-force impact detection. Don't know how it does it, but it's got a sensor inside of it that basically means if I got a car now, I won't. But if I did get a car right now and drive into the front of this thing, it will measure the change in G-force and actually go, I'm in a bit of a pickle here, and then start recording. So the bottom line is, it doesn't matter if you're parked up, having coffee with your mates, driving down the M5. If it goes south and hits the fan, that thing's gonna have it all on camera. But what about your neighbour that hates you? Don't worry, got that covered. If they're gonna play some mischief in the middle of the night and maybe scratch your car or whatever, it's actually got a time-lapse mode. So you can set it to 1 FPS and it will just record pretty much everything that happens. So if you come back and there is a beautiful dent right here, you can just scroll back through the footage and go, that's the person that did it. On a much more merrier note, I do actually have to take you inside now to show you something. Now let's say you're driving along and you see your dream car, or you see something funny happen, or you see another crash and you need to record it. If you want to record it, it really isn't rocket science. All you need to do is press that button. There you go. If you're really lazy like me and you can't even be bothered to reach up and press the button, you can just go, lock video.
Video protected.
Just like that, don't even need to press the button. Now, this is all well and good having one of the best dash cams available on the market, but how on earth do you install it? And if you don't know how to install it, do you have to pay someone to install it for you and then you're down another 100 quid or so? Let me rewind a couple weeks and actually show you how I installed it myself. And there's actually 2 different options depending on how inclined you are to actually work in your own vehicle. As you can see, I've got the beast in the background. Going to be finally installing a dash cam. I've never installed a dash cam before, so let's just see how easy it is to install. So this is everything that I've actually got in the kit. The dash cam itself, an SD card, a Bluetooth wireless remote. I've also got this circular polarizer, and finally the wiring kit itself. Ooh. That is really nice. Got the back camera as well, very nice. So in the installation kit, you get this mix of wires. Don't be intimidated, it's really quite simple. I thought that was done for the unboxing, but I was wrong. They also send you a cigarette lighter adaptation option. This will plug straight into your cigarette lighter. Oh, nice! It's a double port, so now you can charge your phone and have a dash cam. So this is to connect the front and rear dash cam together.
but because this is a motorhome, not a conventional car, I don't think this will be long enough. I'd love to be proved wrong, so let's find out. Look at that. So this will reach the back of this comfortably, and as you can see, it's quite a way to the front. I'm gonna plug it in now. I'm actually really excited. Right, let's get this gnarly bit of kit installed. Despite us both being mechanics, if you're installing this as somebody with limited to no mechanical or electrical knowledge, this is beyond easy to install. It's literally like probably the equivalent of just charging your phone. Just plug it in and it works. Oh, we have power. Yes. But I mean, to be fair, I don't know if it starts filming automatically.
2 channels started.
Oh, it does start filming automatically. There you go.
There you go.
Look at that. Oh, do you want to be a rogue pedestrian in front of me?
Oh, and you're going to run me over?
Potentially.
Who knows? The dash cam will tell all.
Exactly. So I'm just driving away here. You know, I can see that is out of frame. So just after the A pillar, and it's already right up here. So that's a pretty good field of view. Pretty much the same as a 0.5 angle on an iPhone. If you've got an iPhone, you'll be able to see the sort of field of view perspective that you would get on one of these. What a piece of kit. Now, how useful is the front if you don't have the rear? So let's do the rear. So as you can see, I've actually got the rear camera working now, so let's throw that on there. It does help if you've got somebody with you to do this, because then you can position it. I think we said there, but do you want to double check? Right, I'm gonna go outside.
Ah, a reckless ute has appeared.
Oh, it does have a dual. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool actually. So in conclusion, it's just a super easy piece of kit to install. I mean, thankfully I'm a mechanic, so I can wire it in, and I will wire it in just because it does look slightly tidier. But if you're a novice with that sort of stuff and you don't want to pay to have it done by somebody, that's a super easy way of installing it. It's just a fantastic piece of kit. So yeah, thank you Viofo or Viofo or however you pronounce the name of the company. So it's the next day now. Hopefully I'm going to be wiring this in today to the actual wiring of the car rather than the cigarette lighter. I just think it looks a bit neater that way. But if you're unsure about this, you can always just use the cigarette lighter option or get a professional to do it. One of the lovely things about wiring as well is that it can be fairly universal. So for example, I've just taken a few things off the dashboard so I can see what I'm doing wiring wise. And under here we've got these 3 wires, red, yellow and black, permanent live, ignition live and a ground. And if we go to the loom provided by Viofo, or the dashcam company that I can't pronounce, you've got your red, which is your permanent live, your yellow, which is your ignition live, or accessory live if you want to call it that, and your black, which is the ground. I'm just going to double check with the multimeter now that I am correct in my assumptions there, but if I am, I'm just going to splice these cables straight into there because I think that's for the cigarette lighter. I'll double check that as well, and if it is, splice it all up, test it, and then all should be good. You can use a power probe or a multimeter. I actually ran over my multimeter not too long ago, so I need a new one, so I'm using my power probe today. But if we test these wires, we can see that we've got a ground. Now we're testing the red wire, a positive, and the yellow wire, which is also a positive. But we have the ignition on, so if we turn the ignition off, take the keys out, we can now see that the red wire is ground and the yellow wire is still live. Therefore on this circuit, the yellow wire is the permanent live, the red wire is the ignition live, and the black is still the ground. Right, so the wiring is all complete. It does look a little bit ski-whiff because the red and yellow are the opposite way round on this circuit. So when I put the battery in, which I'm about to do, dash cam is currently off. I'm going to turn the beast on, ignition wise. There we go. Just going to double check when I start it. It's, oh, Sherry's a little bit squeaky, but this stays on. So yeah, that's job done. So at this point my microphone died, hence the voiceover. So if you're thinking about adding a bit of peace of mind to your own adventures, I've popped a little link in the description. That'll get you 5% off this dashcam. And to those who are still here at the end of the video, I can't thank you guys enough for watching. And thank you for Viofo or Vofo or however it's pronounced for sending me this dashcam to review. Feel free to check out my other content and I'll see you in the next video.